What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Hey.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
This is like delayed. You were supposed to be in a couple weeks ago whenever I was on a boat that day came out, but obviously you weren't because Matt was hurt. But let me ask you this, and Trevor, I'll ask you. By the way, Trevor's on the keys right now.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you. Oh, that sounds so good.
Nice.
If for some reason your guys are playing a big show and he gets hurt like he did, could you pull off playing a whole show without him and just singing the songs?
I'd say no.
Would you cancel the big show? Would you cancel the show?
Without him playing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Without him being there singing or anything?
Yes.
We'd probably cancel.
You guys
we could pull off something.
Without
Okay.
the lead singer?
What if you're
Is that
I was
75%?
just singing, right?
Oh.
No, you're gone.
You're
It was off the stage.
It's a big TV event.
How much
They're
are
like
we getting paid for this?
a lot.
Yeah, maybe that's yeah. Let's
Would-
get down to brass tacks.
Would
here.
want because you're
Does he
you're
get
like
cut if he's not on stage.
you're like BTS to me. Are you guys familiar with the Korean group
Oh, most
BTS?
definitely.
They all are really good at something, and then together they're even better as a group.
There's
And-
like 12 of them, though, isn't
But
there?
well, look at you guys. There's like 100 of you in here. You're like BTS at country music.
Who would miss the 12th guy in BTS?
And so I just wonder, because you're all so good at everything you do, you could all break off and be solo writers, performers. I just wonder if who would step up if it's like, all right, if we don't step up, everybody dies on Earth. Like, who would have to step up and sing the
Well,
songs?
that's a different thing. I think we could handle it.
Yeah, I could probably cover a couple of these songs.
But you would just can't, for the most part, you would just cut the show and say we're not doing it.
If I just like maybe put some tattoos on, fake tattoos,
Yeah.
do a little mohawk thing. And
Yeah, I mean, you two do look similar.
I mean, we look similar. Yeah.
I don't want to call them out, but we saw a group once, and they were playing, and they looked very similar, and they wore big clothes. And one of their guys was gone, and they just dressed up a random dude like them, and he got up on stage and played with them.
Genius.
It's Midland. It's Midland. They just
That was hard to get out of
and
here.
because they dress, they just dressed up some dude as one of Midland, and he got up there and just acted like he was Midland for a
Like
show.
a real show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in DC, right, Eddie?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
So-
Those guys
But
are crazy.
was it Mark, though?
No, it wasn't. But it was
Okay.
one of the other two of Midland.
Well, we could pull that off. If I had to miss the show, there'd be some other dude dressed up like me at the keys. I can promise you that.
So, Matt, are you better? Are you healthy?
I'm about 85%.
Can you jog or anything?
I don't jog anyway.
Can you exercise at all?
So no.
I haven't exercised since. but
Okay. Well, you look like
I
you're
can-
in
I
great
can
shape.
breathe.
I thought
Yeah.
you'd come in like 20 pounds heavier because you couldn't do anything.
Well, I've been eating a lot of junk.
Yeah?
but,
No, I didn't say you did come in 20 pounds heavier.
Said he thought you would.
Old Dominion is here. So what I want to do with you guys, I want to do first song, last song, and then current song. And I was looking back, and your first song that went number one was Break Up With Him back in 2015. That is insane to me to think that 2015 was that. I mean, that seems like yesterday to me.
No.
I don't know about you guys.
It does.
I saw this like post that somebody posted like a timeline. And they said, when radio stations say the hits of the 80s, 90s, and today, there's been 21 years of today.
Of today, yeah.
Like that, you can't get away with that anymore.
I mean, I
So
remember
it
the first
does
time.
feel like, in some ways, 2015 was like yesterday, but it also seems like a long time ago.
I just remember the first time you guys came in here, and the studio setup was a little different. You guys came and you played the song, and I'm like, dang, you guys are good. But that's 7 years ago. That is wild.
Wow.
And you guys now have 8 number one. So, and I wouldn't even say it's quietly, but you guys have kind of taken over. Like if you guys put out a song now, it's a whole new level of people expect it to be a hit now. It's no more putting out a song going, I wonder if this will do good. And it's like, if it's not a number one song, you guys will be disappointed. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
And what a good place to be, though.
I know.
Like that's a whole new level of success to where if we don't hit number one, we're disappointed.
Yeah,
Different than, I wonder if this will chart. I wonder if this will be top 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little scary to be there too. I mean, it feels really good, but it's also like, man.
Well, it's also,
How
too,
long
it's
can
like,
If it doesn't do the best every time, we're not doing it.
But to me, like my opinion, you can't even think about that. It's like
Right.
we have to like completely ignore that side of it when we're writing and when we're recording. It's like we have to always remember like we started out going, what do we like to play? What do we like? What do we like to listen to? And that has to still be the way it is. We can't even think about what other people are going to like or it won't work.
Yeah, I get it. You guys do that, but I don't. I'm like, this better be number one or I'm out. I like to do a little Old Dominion band spotlight. Brad Tersey. Brad, here's what I want to do. Because I'm watching you, and I think you should be acknowledged for how good of a player you are. That's solo on an acoustic, and maybe you need wit to give you rhythm to go with it. But can you play that with nothing else?
Yeah, it is a pain in the you know what on acoustic guitar. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
and that's why I'm watching you do it on acoustic, and I'm like, he is so good.
Because I should have a cutaway here, but I don't because I don't like the way
You don't
it
need a
looks.
cutaway.
Like as
No,
a
you
child,
are
know?
cutaway-less.
It goes,
I mean, he doesn't even make a crazy face. Like, I made the crazy face.
I was nervous for you.
You know, guitar solo does the pedal. They're like, doing the face. I was doing the face. That's how much I was feeling it when you were doing it.
It's a good one to sing in the shower. Give that a shot.
Oh yeah,
sometime.
you do it. Jeff does it trumpet style in the shower.
And then on like the breakdown part where it's like, you know, and you know, no guitars and you're doing the keys, Trevor, and it's like you're just clunk, clunk. You know, the clunk.
That's a
It's like-
pretty awesome impression
Yeah.
of how he plays keys.
It's like, tell me that it's, yeah, and bring it on. I said I'm a new number.
That's pretty
Yeah, that's it, man. That's awesome. See, I think you guys are so good and together. It is the super.
All the
group.
real musicians in town that are listening to this are like, these guys
oh
are
my
hacks. What are you talking about?
No way.
hopefully Derek Wells isn't listening right now.
Let me say this. Let me do a little plug for you guys before we get into it. They are doing a Live at the Ballpark tour. July 17th, the ballpark at Jackson, in Jackson, Tennessee. They're playing in Fresno, one of our favorite places, in Fresno. They're playing in Traverse City, Michigan. They're playing in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Idaho Falls, Idaho. Wichita, Kansas at Riverfront Stadium. Hey, you sang the national anthem there.
I did.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
gutsy.
How nervous
Yeah.
were you?
Very, because I'm not a singer, but somehow I got the job to do that. And I think we did it because my husband was in Afghanistan
He was
at the
serving
time.
at the time, yeah.
And I dedicated it to him.
Right.
Listeners kind of petitioned for it to happen.
Wow.
So I did it. I didn't mess up any of the
can't
lyrics.
go wrong at that
Like, I
point.
respected it for
Man.
sure, but like I don't know that it was the best
That's
rendition.
so scary to think about doing. Never done it.
Yeah.
You
Scary.
never sang the national anthem.
No.
Wow.
I'm too nervous.
I would be nervous about that too, because if you nail it and you do it exactly right and it's the great, people go, hey, nice job. All right, on to the game.
Right, yeah.
But if you mess up a word or a syllable, prepare to be roasted for the rest of your life
Oh
because
man,
it's on
and
YouTube.
I mess up the words to our own songs every single night. So there's
And
just
even
no
if
way.
you do it the best, you're not going to do as good as Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston
so
is
forget
really
it. It's
yeah.
over.
Old Dominion's in studio. How about let's do your last number one, which was a song that I told you guys many times hit me personally. I was still single at the time. One man band comes out and I'm like, dang, I don't want to be this person
Yeah.
anymore. I will say this: it changed my life, and now I'm engaged.
wow.
This song, this song is the sole reason I'm engaged.
Wow. Not
This
Caitlyn
song is
herself,
the
just
song.
this song.
Hey, they're here right now. Let me lie to the artist. Did it take a while for you guys to kind of get it tight again? Because I hear you sound excellent, but after not playing for a while, was it kind of like lugging around for a bit?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good today, actually. I would say so. Thank you. But
Felt warmed up on that one.
yeah, it's
I was
loosey
like,
goosey.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
But being as good as you are, do you get back in the room and go, oh, kind of off? Like
For
you-
sure.
Oh,
really?
yeah, yeah.
We had like maybe 4 or 5 rehearsals before we came back, and it was like there were a few songs I was just stared at the keys. I'm like, I have no idea what I used to play.
And that's probably the most we've rehearsed ever for anything was coming back for our first show.
To get back to normal
Yeah.
was the most you rehearsed.
Yeah, I mean, the learning curve is quick once you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh, I got it, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, it takes 1 or 2 run throughs.
Yeah. It was
Think,
maybe like
okay.
day 3 when we're all like, oh, yeah,
got
yeah,
this.
we're gonna be okay.
Becomes sense memory again. Yeah.
First couple days were a little rough.
I was looking at the promo shot for I was on a boat that day, and you guys are all dressed up. You got your suits, your jackets, your Miami Vice type thing. I don't know if that was
This
the
is
vibe.
the real
you were-
shirt from the
Oh,
photo.
look at you.
Wow.
Yeah, on brand right
Hasn't
here.
taken it off since that shoot.
He's that proud of it everywhere he
So
goes.
comfy.
So what was the idea creatively behind that?
Well, interesting story. We can't tell the whole story, but interesting story about that particular photo. That's actually Kenny Chesney's backyard, out by his pool. We were in Key West, and we were hanging out, and he surprised us at our show in Key West, and we were hanging out the next day, and we were just having some beers and hanging out, having a good time, and he knew we had a photo shoot that afternoon. He was like, "Why don't you just do it here? There's this whole cool thing," and he like art directed that whole photo shoot for us. So,
Wow.
yeah, it was just like an impromptu thing where he was like, "No, stand here, do this." He also jumped into.
Yeah,
some
he's in a
photos.
few that are
He's in a
remain
few
in the vault.
that he probably doesn't want anybody to see, but
and you guys
lots
wrote
of tequila was happening.
this entire song together with Shane McNally and Josh Osborne, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you write a song with 7 people?
It's fun, but
I think when you do it we've done it, that group of people so many times that it's
Yeah.
just kind of a well-oiled machine, as they say, and to some extent.
Yeah, you got to hold on for dear life for sure, because especially in this group, we write so often together, and it is sort of fast, and especially when you add Shane and Josh in the mix, everything is going. So like I remember we decided, okay, this is the idea we're going to write. We're going to do this song. I went to the bathroom and came back, and they were going, I was getting my flow on. And I was like, oh God, I missed half the song already. So you can't really sleep on it.
This is the new one from Old Dominion. It's already in like the top 30, I think I saw already, and the song just came out. Which is rare for the country charts for a song to jump like this. So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Was this written as a, hey, we're going to put this out in the summer type song?
Man, it was just written just as fun.
Yeah.
We didn't really think about that. We didn't even know it was going to be the first thing we did. We just wrote it and moved on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, this title has been around for about 8 years.
Yeah.
We've had that title.
All right, Old Dominion, they are going out a headlining tour. They are playing all over a lot of these baseball parks, which is super cool. You go to olddominion.com, go to their Instagram, go see what's up, and go watch them. They sound so good. I'm not just saying that today. I've said it since probably day 3. I'm not going to say day 1. Day 1, I wasn't quite convinced, but day 3, I was in.
That's fair.
Hey, just love when you guys come in. It's always a treat. You are, my favorite contemporary country artist. You and Casey. I tell you that all the time. So when you guys come in, it means a lot to me. When you bring everybody and you do it.
Thanks for being patient with the
Feels the
injury
crowd.
as well.
Hey, man, make good content. What do I care? He came on. He's like, I'm hurt. And we're like, hey, it's good
For the
radio.
record, we could have done it without him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. All right, and you guys stream I Was on a Boat That Day. Download it, however you get your music. Thank you guys so much. Fantastic as
Thank
always.
you guys.
Thanks so much.
Also,
Clap your hands for Old Dominion, everybody. Back in a minute.
It's a Bobby Bones show.